I'll keep the chat on, why not? I did a Capricorn part 1 earlier, so this is the part 2. I just watched quite a lot of that back, and in this previous section was the 9 of Cups, which can, the dark side of that, or the not so positive side of that, is arrogance. Let me find it. No, I can't. It's in another deck somewhere. Effectively, it's called the John Travolta card because he's sitting with all these cups. Yeah, he's sitting there with all these cups lined up, thinking, "Oh, I'm going to get to the 10." You know, but you're still going to get over the finishing line. Yeah, if you're going to, well, a personification of the 9 of Cups would be King Canute. And it's a mistold fable anyway. Also, it's a mistold story of he had his sort of throne taken down, sort of sedan chair taken down to the beach, and he sat there and went, I'm a strong enough king that I control the tides. He went, the waves will turn back. And of course he got soaked. So that is about respecting the thing that is bigger than you. When you're the 9 of Cups, you've still got the 10 of Cups, which is bigger than you. Now, if you're trading the financial markets, the markets are bigger than you. The markets don't even know that you're around, that you're alive. They don't even know that you're breathing, you know? You've got millions of people right around the world, all in different time frames, all trading for different reasons. They've all got they're all targets at different stop losses. It's that web, that zigzag spider web. That's what you're in. So there are examples of, brilliant neurosurgeons and stuff thinking, well, I'll retire now, I'll go and play the financial markets. They lose a fortune because they played God in one profession, and they thought, well, these markets, oh, no. The markets will have your hand off before you know it. Rule number 1 is you must, before you even press go in, you must know where your stop loss is. Okay. And it's only afterwards that I realised the relevance of the 9 of Cups there, because just because you buy it and go on, go up, go. You can't will the market any direction. I remember seeing a video, a fantastic guy called Forrest Wilkie. Was he in Wisconsin? Really, he was a trader. Now, what seems to have shone out from this is if you enjoy trading, don't do day trading. It looks like you'd be much better off position trading rather than day trading, because it's a very different headset, very different skill. And day trading's trendy because it's all sort of done dusted, and you don't have the overnight carry charge and stuff like that. And you remember, you had the knight of, the knights go walk, trot, canter, gallop. Yeah? You didn't get the Knight of Pentacles, you got the Knight of Cups. So it's almost like, because you didn't do any paper trading, the unemotional side of how the markets actually work and what time of day they move, you went in on the trot. You didn't do the walking bit. So you were trying to run before you could walk. Yeah? And you were already trying to figure out how you can go to the canter rather than thinking, well, I didn't. Hello, how you doing? Keeping all right? Are you Capricorn? I hope so. I seem to get all kinds of people who aren't the sign that I'm talking about. But how you doing? So that was the whole thing about that part 1 reading, about go back and figure out what's right and where the gaps are in the wall. Myth moth. Crow. There's a double R crow. Yeah, good Millie Jackson song. So let's By the way, this is the Madame Endora book that comes with the Madame Endora fortune cards. It's got everything in it. It's got amulets, how to do bones, symbolism, I Ching, palmistry, Wheel of Fortune, astrology, the actual Madame Endora cards, labyrinths, codes, codexes, fae folk, soul stuff, coins and dice, seasonal stuff. It's well worth getting the book, but obviously the cards are very good to go with it. But that's the book that I mentioned. So, what I thought we'd do, because I got them out last time, we used the Shimmering Veil deck. Okay, so just move that around so you see the cards rather than me. And I haven't dinged the energy, so we're still in the same energy. But I will put some druid juice on. Maybe I should go into tarot for day traders. Day trading psychology tarot. Oh God, what a muddle that would be. But that felt good. That that last live felt really, really good. These are good to go. So we know what's going on. Let's look at what your focus should be. Then what to avoid. Let's do those two, and we'll see what the third needs, what it needs to be. Then so we'll do what you need. So priority and then avoid. Okay. You got them again. You got the 2 of Wands again. In the corner, you got the 2 of Wands. Where you're putting your energy, and it's almost like your expectations. Managing your expectations. 10 of Cups. So your happiness. Managing your happiness based on your expectations. Oh, sorry, let me just move that down. Oh, there you go. But your self-esteem must not get tangled up in your trading record. That's the main thing. Oh, you got the Knight of Cups again. Just talk about the Knight of Cups. Oh, we got the Magician. How to turn. I mean, that's what trading is. It's turning something, well, turning nothing into something. Oh, bunch of flowers. It's creating something, manifesting something from nothing, turning $1 into $2, but without manufacturing anything. Yeah. And especially if you're trading, you said you were trading the Forex market. Well, which dollar yen's a nice market. If that's in your time zone, dollar yen's a good one. But you don't want to be trading the euro. You don't want to be trading euro dollar in your time frame because most of it's happened. So don't be doing. Make sure you've chosen the right market for the time frame that you're living in, or the time frame that you want to work in. Because don't forget, Forex is a 24-hour market. And make sure you're out at weekends always. And you're out ahead of interest rate announcements. Never be in the market ahead of those. A bit like non-farm payroll, so go stop hunting. Okay. So this is what you got to focus on. Exactly what you Exactly what we had last time. Okay. Page of Swords. Yeah, I think you've got to go back to the drawing board and do some homework on what's suitable for you. Now, also check your broker, check the commissions. You know, the round trip commissions in and out, because you might be able to get keener commissions. Did somebody recommend you a broker? And who's your data source? And again, check the markets that you trade. You had this before as well. High Priestess. Wheel of Fortune. Well, that's the market, isn't it? Oh God, and that's the card I picked out for you and showed you, isn't it? the Knight of Wands. So you're feeling this is, at the moment, this is a disruptive. It's not even a hobby that pays for itself, is it? This is a disruptive force in your life. Fire, I mean, warmth, that's what the markets are. It's all fire. And with this, go back to the drawing board. If you want, I'll go through it with you. About the checklist of the A to Z of entering the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. High Priestess, you'll be able to be, because you don't want to be trading reactively. You want to do predictive analysis, not the rear view mirror analysis. Everyone want to be a multi-millionaire if we traded with hindsight. You've got to do predictive analysis. So that's what that is. Yeah. So this homework will help you make predictive analysis, which is why you set a stop and you get stopped into the market. You know, an entry stop and you get stopped into the market, rather than go, oh, it's moving, and then click, because then you get that sudden, oh God, what if I'm wrong? And it's already shut off. Let the market take you into the market. So the market decides, because the market is bigger than you, which is that Nine of Cups thing. Okay, but at the moment it's a disruptive influence, the Nine of Cups. So the Knight of Wands. You might feel like money's going down a bit of a black hole, even though that's white. But the Wheel of Fortune is it's a speculation. There you go, speculation. Yeah, there you go. At the moment, it's the market's winning. That's interesting. We've got two knights out. So yeah. Here we go. Hang on. Oh no, that's the page. Sorry, that's the page. Oh no, here is the. This is. Oh God, this is what I was saying. The Knight of Cups. That's the trot. Don't be looking to go up to the counter. You've got to go back to the walk. You need the Knight of Pentacles. Don't be coming this direction yet. You've got all this homework to do first before you turn the predictive analysis on the markets into the faster moving Knight of Wands. Yeah, isn't that the truth? That's the Ace of Swords. You had that last time as well, Ace of Swords. Yeah, that is the truth. It's all going to be based on fact. And trading the market's all about, it's about pattern recognition. There are certain footprints of buying behaviour by the big guys, because you with your one contract is not going to change the market. Your $1 per point. These people are trading like $1,000 per point. You don't matter, which is what the Nine of Cups is. So you have to spot the footprint. It's like the volume going in and the actual activity over a certain time frame, just ahead of a big announcement. You've got to look for the footprints of the big guys, and you follow the footprints of the big guys. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you want to do. You just got to. It's like hunting. You know, it's bear trapping. A horrible expression, but it's about hunting. So you're hunting the footprints. You've got to become a tracker. That's what trading is. It's about tracking. Oh, there we go. Sagittarius. Temperance. Yeah, and you've got to keep it all. Got the Hierophant. Yeah, you've got to tap into a higher power, which is the. That's what you've got to follow the big guys. It's just what I just said, isn't it? The Hierophant. You know, you follow the buying signals that are left in the market because it all has to be recorded, and that's what the balance. It will help you trade, help your bank balance. There you go. Oh, hi Daniel, how you doing? But this is about patience. Yeah. So you're going to have to go back to the beginning, find out what's working, what isn't working. If it's the market, if it's the hours, if it's the brokers and the commission. You've got to go back and question everything that you got yourself into, make it earn its place, make everything on your chart earn its place, or get rid of it. Certain indicators are useless. They're good for the analysis, but they're no good for the trading. So you need a trading chart and a trending chart. So an analysis, a trend chart and a trade chart. So that's interesting to have the Hierophant and patience. And I mean, I underestimated it. If you look at trading, 99% of the time, you're sitting there patient. 1% of the time, you click, if even that, you click to get in, you click to get out. The activity of trading is minimal. Most of the time, you're sitting there watching your screen. And then let me guess, you think, well, this is a bit dull. There's nothing going to. So you pop a bit of YouTube on it, you know, in the corner, and you go, oh, that's it. Well, those are. Isn't that cat funny? And you catch up on your Facebook, and you get to lunchtime, you think, I'm going to trade yet. Ooh. So then the pressure's on for the afternoon, so you start making things up. Oh, that looks good enough, but it's not to do with your analysis. It's because you feel that you ought to be doing something. It's all the pitfalls you can fall into day trading. Oh, there you go. Look, yeah, you got 5 of 1s again. You got that twice last time. 4 of Pentacles, yeah. Clinging to things that actually aren't working. 5 of Cups, you had that before. Trader's Remorse. Trader's Remorse. 3 of Wands, lovely. So how, oh no, hang on. Yeah, 3 of Wands, so how are you going to get through it? Wonderful. But this is almost like the feeling that you're walking down there and all the good stuff's over there, all the good stuff's over there. You want to be in amongst the good stuff. So how do we get to that from this 2 of Wands here? Ace of Cups. Don't let your self-esteem get caught up in your trading record. That's huge. And you had this twice as well at 6 of Wands. You are going to win this. There will be like then Tunnel Through the Air by W.D. Gann. 21. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So let's put those away. And we'll pull these apart one by one then. Okay. So, can you see that all right? Probably not. Oh no. Oh no, what happened? Oh, we've got similar names. So this plan of progress now happens. But we know that you've got to go from the Page of Cups back to the Page of Pentacles and not up to the Page of Wands. Well, how are we going to do that? So, because this is trading, I bought this deck and I've made it my own, basically. I'll put the. So we've got blue is water signs, green is earth signs, purple and red are fire signs, and the yellow are air signs. Okay. So this is a virgin run on this deck. I sort of bastardised them and made it my own. So there aren't any major arcanas in here, so it's all one. There you go. So that's the Page of Wands. Page of Wands and the 2 of Wands. That's the Queen of Swords. Yellow for air. That's a Six of Pentacles. So on the Magician, yeah, we've got the Knight of Wands. So yeah, the temptation is to try and magic something out of nowhere, disruptive influence. Okay, but we're going to go that way, not that way. First of all, then you can go that way. So the Page of Wands, Two of Wands. Page of Wands is about the adventure. So if you enjoy doing this and you know it's elusive and it's just that far off, you know, enjoy the adventure of actually going back and finding out where the short circuits are. Yeah. Because based on that previous spread, it's all in there. It's all in there. But you might, what you might have done is you might have listened to this person who got you into trading, and questioningly you went, yeah, okay, I'll use their broker, I'll use that. But what happens if you're paying commission in and out, not to the person, but your broker's commission? That's called churning, and it's illegal. Getting people who don't know what they're doing, getting in and out of, let's say, 5 trades a day. If they're on some backhanded commission, these people are making a fortune out of people who don't know what they're doing. It's criminal, really. Oh, don't say I'm going to take on the day trading world now. I've got enough with the police and the land. But it is encouraging people to just, without knowing what they're doing, you know, without putting... If anybody tells you to trade without a stop loss, just put them in the bin, because they don't deserve to exist as people. That's crooked, that's criminal, that's wicked. The first thing anybody should ever teach you about trading is where to place your protection, where to place your stops. First thing you should put on a door is a lock, you know? So this 10 of Cups, so this happiness, which is why I'm saying, don't let your happiness, don't let your self-esteem get caught up in your trading record. You've got to be discerning. Queen of Swords, you've got to separate it, you've got to be discerning about it. Do not let your self-esteem get caught up in your trading record. Okay. If trading the market was easy, everybody would be successful at it, but you can't. If you think about it, it's a zero-sum game. 50% of the people have to be wrong, because where does the money come from? Yeah. Turbot lots. Yeah. Let me help you. Yeah. The winners have to get paid. You know, for successful trade, the winners get paid. Well, who pays them? Well, the losers. Yeah. So only 50% of people can win. You know, it's basic. So this Knight of Cups, falling in love with the process again, isn't it? So you've got to, enjoy the adventure of falling in love with the process. Go right back to the beginning, do this A to Z of it, and 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. Then you'll be in control of turning your own tap on, you know, the money flow and the enjoyment factor of it. And rather than sitting at a screen thinking, oh, okay, you almost feel, okay, well, I've sat here for 4 hours. The market owes me something now. It doesn't. It doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't know you exist. And then you become almost scared to go to the loo. You become scared to go to the supermarket to get some food. And you think, oh, it might move whilst I'm out. Well, if you think it's going to move, then put a stop order in to get taken into it if the market's going to move. So you use the market orders better. I bet these people, they didn't teach you about how to place orders. You've been paying your whole load. Well, this is it. You look at the best use of the orders. You don't just do market orders all the time. You can do stop orders, limit orders, all kinds of stuff. And they're all there to be used, but nobody ever explains them to Joe Public. They go, oh, if it does this, hit the buy button. Well, no, that's almost trigger happy stuff. You actually want to do predictive analysis and then put a level where you actually get taken into it if that level is met based on the analysis, which is acceptable for you to have found a probability that you're prepared to risk money on, which is your stop. So going the wrong way immediately, so let's separate that. You're better off going that way and then coming back. But yeah, the magician, you're trying to manifest stuff 24 hours a day in the Forex market, yeah? turning $1 into $2, magic, in a very sort of unpredictable, the Knight of Wands is the unpredictable sort of hump 'em and dump 'em card. The churning card, which is what day trading is. So actually, there's a bit of an echo here, isn't there? Let's do this line. So we've got the Page of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about going back to the drawing board. I mean, really, that belongs here. But what it's doing is it's bridging your happiness, 10 of Cups, and your forward movement, your 2 of Wands. So this has to come. This is sitting on top of that. You must go back and do this complete review of what you got yourself in, of your practices, right from the moment, from before you wash your hands to sit down in the chair to turn the computer on. What is your process? What belongs and what doesn't? What needs to go? Even down to the data providers that you have, because some are much quicker than others. Sometimes you're trading a market, it might be 20 seconds after it's happened. So if you get a price that doesn't reflect what you see on the screen, change your broker, because they're giving you the data too slow. It's an old trick. So they don't care, they just want the commission. There'll always be some new hopeful thinking they can earn their millions in the market. They don't care. 9 of Swords. Absolutely. If you don't do this, you're going to become. This is what keeps you awake at night. Hammock. So you must do this A to Z review. Yeah. Oh, right. Soft reset. Yeah. Absolutely. And so the market should not make you happy. The market should not make you miserable. Which is why to do that paper trading or the step-by-step thing, you practice going spacebar and the next bar comes on. So you take the emotion out of it. So you do mechanical trading, which will bring some nice money in. But you shouldn't be happy if it goes up or down or against. So you should just take it. If it goes against you, take it on the chin just as much as if you get it right. So don't trade with money for about I would say for about the first 3 months, definitely the first month. Get historical data and go through how that market moves and what time. Oh, and you're seeing Thursday 1 o'clock it starts moving. Oh, right. Well, something must happen. Well, what is it happening? Oh, there's the non-farm payrolls comes out. Well, woof. Okay. Well, so you tie that in with the news calendar, the news announcements calendar, the global one. Because the European Central Bank interest rates moves the markets. Non-farm payrolls does the US interest rate decision, and look at what happens when that news hits, when it's announced, and that's when you get that seismon, the sort of the volcanic or the earthquake thing goes off. Leave it an hour, then it settles down. That's when they rip everybody's stops out. So the High Priestess. So yeah, if you don't, you're going to be in this constant nightmare. 9 of Swords. If you don't go back and know what you're doing and why you're doing it, because you've only got yourself to. But yeah, 10 of Wands. Doing that will help you put that Ishtar, because at the moment you actually can't see the wood for the tree as High Priestess because you're carrying too much crap, too many expectations. You've got to free yourself from this. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, Star, 8 of Cups. You started off and you had that twice in the last reading. Wheel of Fortune. You're at the point where you were going to throw it all away, throw it all in. You just got to go back and tinker with it. Don't throw it away. So let's look at this as the markets, the personification of the markets, the disruptive influence. I mean, it can do. And don't listen to anybody who only talks about their successful trades. You want somebody who talks about what they've lost and how they've dealt with the loss. That's much more honest. Seven of Wands, protective stop. Seven of Wands, protection. Yeah. Yeah. The most important thing in the market, the most important thing against this sort of whirling dervish type of thing, disruptive influence of the market, the most important thing is your stop loss. 7 of Wands. Oh, I've got the 5 of Wands. Why isn't it working? Well, Ace of Swords, I mean, honestly, why is it not working? You can blame your broker, you can blame the tip sheet, you get, oh, well, it was a little bit early, or somebody merged. No, it was because you didn't gauge the market right. It's you and when you trade, it's not so much you against the market, it's you against yourself. You got to, it's very much about knowing yourself. It's you versus yourself, and the market's in like a motor. It's in the sidecar. Sorry, open the door for me. All right. Okay. So the Hierophant. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Well, the Ace of Pentacles is about a new financial start, and the Ace of Wands is, if you're trading Forex, those are pretty fast moving markets when they get going. Let's add something. Five of Cups, yeah, trader's remorse. This is what I said before, actually. Maybe you shouldn't be doing day trading. Maybe you should do like a commodity, which is actually based on something, so price can't run away too much. And you should do it. Don't hold it over the weekend, but make sure your trading is topped and tailed Monday to Friday. If you can afford to hold a position overnight, then good. If not, reduce the pound per, or the dollar per point value of the trade. Trade 10 cents a point if that's what it means, but you've got to get the mechanics of the market. You've got to get into the mechanics of the market so it becomes natural to you at a price where it doesn't hit you if it goes wrong. Someone open the door for me. Your love interest. What are we talking about here? What happened? What are you on about? So, don't forget, whenever you're trading stuff, No, come on, tell me. I can do two. I can do 10 things at once. I just have to pretend I can only do one. Multitasking. Don't, you can't say stuff like that and then run away. That's where it cups, isn't it? I was saying about trading. You're always on the hard right edge, so get used to being on the hard right edge. Do this step-by-step analysis thing where you pick it and the next bar comes on, but it's all historical data, so you can go over it and over it and over it. And I would recommend printing charts off so you can actually hold it and look at it like it's like handwriting. You own it rather than just reading it on the screen. And then, oh, now what happened? Are you trying to tell me something? Because I mean, obviously, I'm sort of channeling stuff. I'm trying to do cards, and you do need to sort of put it in big billboard stuff if you have to. Just tell me. Okay. Let's do another one here. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you've got to feel comfortable doing this. You've got to feel confident. It's the confidence of trading, the confidence of pressing pulling the trigger, and the confidence of taking the profit or not. You know, but don't forget, the Hierophant, the market is bigger than you. Market is bigger than you. It's, you know, so you have to go follow the footsteps of the market, the bigger players in the market. If only I was allowed to do what? Why are you speaking in riddles? Not irritating at all, you know? So this patience, obviously you've got to learn patience and balance. So what's going to help you do the patience and balance thing? Why aren't you allowed to do what you're not allowed to do? Come on, tell me. King of Swords. Yeah, you got to get a plan. You got to get a trading plan, A to Z. That's what you need. That's what you haven't got. You're trading emotionally. That's why it's not going right. Reactive trading rather than Queen of, yeah, reactive rather than High Priestess trading. Reactive rather than predictive analysis. Four of Cups. But yeah, impatience. You got that's the card for impatience on the card of Temperance. Yeah. And what's going to separate those two? Well, your plan, the trading plan. Okay, I think we're done there. Yeah. Oh look, yeah. Oh no, I thought it was the Knight. My fault. No, my mistake. But the Page of Pentacles. But you had that anyway, didn't you, in your current position? Okay. Let's get a demon card to see what demon is sitting on your progress. Right, get right down to the nitty gritty. What demon is sitting on your progress? Oh, there we go. We'll take them. Page of Swords. Botus. So, I mean, this is the root of it, isn't it? I said that right. That's got to come right to the beginning. You've got to go right back to the beginning and get this trading plan together. Page of Swords. Botus. That is your first step. Question everything. Your broker, your trading software, the diary, the trading diary, everything. So that makes perfect sense. Ten of Swords. That's like, yeah, sabotage. Why is it? Why do you feel like it's all being sabotaged? So that's Malpass. That one. I mean, that will come out in here anyway. So that's almost like a sub one of that. King of Cups. That's, I mean, basically that's your self-esteem. One of the biggest things. Don't let your self-esteem get caught up. So let's put that with the Ten of Cups. So that's Allosair. So that, yeah. But if you think Ten of Cups, King of Cups. That's your self-esteem tied up with your trading record, which you do not want to have. And who's this? Three of Cups. Well, that's celebration, isn't it? There you go. So I mean, out of those, I would focus on those two and see how that combating those two demons. If only I was allowed to. What are you trading then? Which markets are you trading? You're obviously not a Capricorn. You're in here for the trading bit, not the Capricorn bit, yeah? Let's get another Sun Tzu. Well, you're not in here for Ursula the Sea Witch, are you? There you go. What have we got here? There's the damn thing gone. There you go. Oh, really? Which ones? Okay, Sun Tzu says, anger may in time change to gladness. Well, that's 3 of Cups, isn't it? Vexation may be succeeded by content. Content. But a kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come back again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. So that's it. You've got to protect your account. This is all about your trading losses, your stop losses. The most important thing in trading is your stop loss. Where are you based? Oh, now what happened? Where are you based? Don't burn your bridges. In life, things will not always go your way. Yeah, you'll get trades wrong. Whatever happens, always keep lines of communication open. Never burn your bridges with friends, colleagues, or with clients. I don't know. I just napalmed my family. Well, they napalm me. Acting on impulse or emotional trading may lead to destruction. This is hard or impossible to reverse. Yeah, if they wipe out your trading account. Yeah. One bad trade can wipe out your account. Yeah. Focus instead on the positive and on happiness in everything you do. They may be burn my bridges. Who did? Come on, you type in these little half sentences and you're trying to be deliberately opaque here. So that's that about burning your bridges, and that's that side about that. But let me tell you, you didn't have to burn your bridges. They might have given you the matches and the paraffin. You don't have to strike the match and throw it. You can't blame that on anybody. We've all got free choice, haven't we? I don't know who too much trading. Right, you're beginning not to make very much sense to me, but I hope this is benefiting you. What else have we got here? I was going to do an I Ching. So this is the energy that you need to clear, along with the demon card. This is the energy you've got to clear, or the energy you've got to understand. Okay. Yeah. What do we got? Number 9. Number 19. Okay. So let's get number 19 out of here. No, where's the damn thing? Number 19. Lynn. Approach. Good things are coming your way. The path you are following leads to success. It just needs tweaking. But that's lovely, isn't it? It's like there's no resistance there. It's almost like the 8 of Wands a bit, but without the movement, you know. You've got everything there, haven't you? You've got earth, fire. Sorry, earth. You've got earth, water, fire, and air. So you've got. But it's a bit like a magician. Oh look, hang on. Look at that. Bit like a magician card, isn't it? So you've got everything. If you're going to take the magician card, you've got everything you need there, like on the table right in front of you. You just got to make it work, which is what this page of swords. Go back over everything and figure out Botis and which one? Botis and Alice there, and why you're preventing yourself from being successful at this. And I mean, I would focus on what you've actually accepted and adopted from other people, which you haven't proved to yourself. You must prove in trading. You must prove everything to yourself, otherwise it doesn't belong in your chart. Everything has to be proved as a working cog in that A to Z of a successful trade. You know, what does a successful trade look like? And what you should, every position that you've ever been in, you should actually do a screenshot of it, or even print it off and have a file of all your trades and go back over them. Okay, well, I could have done a bit better here. I could have gone a bit earlier. And it's actually spending more time over your losing trades, because you want to learn from your losing trades. You don't need to learn from your winning trades. You need to learn from your losing trades. And believe me, that's a slap around the chops. Spending a day with what you did wrong. only the brave do that, I tell you. So let's get some numbers out. Let's see what we can rustle up here. Which markets do you trade? I do have a few 100,000 screenshots. Probably the wrong one. Yeah. Don't sell. You know, the celebration of a winning trade is the account goes up. You don't need those. You want screenshots of your losing trades. You'll spend more time in those. Don't listen to anybody else. do your own analysis. Otherwise, you haven't earned the money. Okay. All right. So let's do it. 89, 4, 6, 8, and 74. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Oh, number 1. They're too low. Let's do another one. That's 10. 1, 0. If that can help anybody. I think that's that.
What was that? Yeah, I did that. Made people super mad, sure. I do.
Well, what I'm going to bring this to a close here. Is there anything? Can I flip some cards for you whilst you're here? Let me just tidy these up. Is there a question that you have?
How many days until the big day?
Help me out here. Is it a financial big? If you think about the suits, is it a wands day? Is it a swords day? Is it a pentacles day, or is it a cups day? Help me out there.
1, 1, 1, 1 across the top of my phone. A cups day for sure.
Do you get surprised when people come up to behind you and shout "boo"? Does it help if they say bippity boppity first? Huh? 2 years ago, that's an interesting time. Have you been in dry dock a while? You know, getting yourself together in your head, sexually. Okay. When did you get your ears pierced? Did you get your ears pierced? What about your eyebrow? Tattoos? Okay. Just so I can get into this cups thing, what's your favourite kind of music? What kind of music do you listen to most? Techno. EDF or like techno. Is it more EDF or EDM? Sorry, EDM. No, yeah. Okay. Do you like? Is it like progressive stuff? Because I tell you what, banging primal cipher. So you like movie soundtracks and stuff. If you listen to, they used to be fantastic. I used to go to it. There's a fantastic club called Trade. It was a building called Turnmills. The club was called Turnmills, but the club was, the night was called Trade. Trade music, you can DJ it. You can on YouTube. They've got the actual club mixes. The progressive house between 1993, 94, 95 was amazing. The music in London at that time is just phenomenal. And nowadays, there's a lot more of this wall of noise, and they fill the spaces. But then it was like big, chunky that you could move into. This big wall of noise, it's made people sort of a bit more closed in. Oh, yeah, I like a bass line you can hang, you can park your bum on. Right, so was this how long to the big day? Oh, you wanted some numbers then. Let's just see, with your permission, let's see what this big day is about. Well, actually, what I must do, I must thank upstairs for the previous reading, close that down, and go. And we'll change the energy. Yeah. Okay, so anything that does his business downstairs needs to get out. And pure white spirit light with a Capricornicus sense of humour. Answer a few questions for now what happened? To help them find the smoothest, least perilous path to their future, higher, wiser self, with a few pointers and synchronicities to find along the way. Please and thank you. We'll fuck up your speakers, yeah? There you go. So, let's just double point it. Let's find out, without encroaching upon your energy, the available energy of what this cup is all about now. Well, you got the Six of Cups. There you go. You said about childhood, did you? But looking back. Okay, Six of Cups. So you've been looking over your shoulder a little bit to find out why you didn't get taught the things you didn't get taught. Why you had so many holes in your wall. Yeah? Did people deliberately not give you those bricks, which is why you had some gaping holes in the wall where the wind howled through? Ooh, 17 star. You're not Aquarius moon, are you? There you go. Star. Well, whatever it was, whether people are going to give you the truth or not, whatever you find, you must put a time limit on this navel gazing, because it's time for you to dust off the tower and star and follow your own star. So this is whatever it was that's actually, whatever universal force tower moment made you actually go back and think, well, why do I short circuit in that way? It's time to move on from that tower, dust yourself off and have a reset. You must put a time limit on it, otherwise you get locked into past regrets, and that's not pretty for anybody. So it's you've got to take your future firmly in both hands. Yeah. And move on. You can maybe you can come back to it later on, but you can get locked into the thing, and then your self-esteem goes down because you're constantly looking for why you're not good enough or what makes you crap. You're not. Everybody learns pretty much the same lessons, but in different order. But unfortunately, some people are sabotaged by their parents, sort of Munchausen by proxy type stuff, because you don't choose your parents. So maybe you got. I didn't realise I was from a family of narcissists, who then told me I was adopted last year. You fucked up somebody else's kid then, did you? Well done you. Why did you bother?
That's why I had some time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, treat yourself to it. I mean, I was the youngest, and people go, "Hurry up and grow up." Well, why? Why do you want to take someone's innocence away from them? The whole thing is about reparenting yourself. Be the parent to yourself that you wish you had in the first place. Then that actually helps you forgive the parents that, the deficiencies that you find in the parents. I mean, when you look at parents, there is no guidebook to it. They're winging it just as much as everybody else is. So unless they were cruel, when that's just cruelty as an adult to a dog or a cat or a child or whatever, but there is no perfect parenting, is there? That's what it is. Yeah, well, good. I hope you've enjoyed your second childhood. Have more. But we do have to get back into the adult world, don't we, and fit in there a bit. But we can't be too self-indulgent with the second childhood. But well done you for identifying that you needed one. There you go. But the main thing was what you realised was there was a problem. So you almost uncoupled yourself from that crazy rest of the world. I mean, I've got to go back and figure out why I might be keeping up with the horses here, the runners and the riders, but it doesn't feel good. I know I'm faking it, and I know I'm running on empty, and I'm going to get found out. So actually you went, okay, I'm going to scratch this race, and you went back to find out why you felt so uncomfortable, and you didn't belong. And that takes an awful lot of courage to do. It takes an awful lot of self-analysis and self-awareness, because you wanted to be true to yourself. You didn't want to feel like you were faking it. And maybe when you went back, you think, well, I don't want to do that race anymore. I'd rather do that race over there. And shit, I'm a greyhound, not a horse. What am I doing on that track? Do you know what I mean? But well done you. Because when things are going wrong, the first thing, some people think, well, I'm going to accelerate into an answer. No, the first thing you've got to do is stop completely and go back to the junction where it went wrong. So you've got to retrace yourself, which is what this has been doing, the Six of Cups. And then, this is amazing. So somewhere you're in between that navel, the looking back and grabbing it and going forwards with it. Because if you think, you get the star, the moon, the sun, judgment, and then the world. So this is almost like coming into the, you know, on when people at the Olympics, this is coming like the final bend, you know. So somewhere between there and there is probably where you are now. That probably belong. No, that's probably where you are now. Then, actually grabbing hold of it. Oh look, the Hierophant. Yeah, you've taken. Maybe you found a faith. Maybe you've surrendered some things up to there that you think, well, okay. Maybe you've been asking for answers.
Yeah, I always remember myself.
Well, perfect. There you go. Well, now you know where your answer's probably going to come from. So please, will you show me where to find them, rather than any human? You know, it sounds like you've got an awful lot of self-awareness going on. Hierophant, I mean, beautiful. The star and the Hierophant. Oh look, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, self-love. Let's put that there. You asked me for a date, for a number, didn't you? Sorry, here I am scanning you. Oh. Yeah, this is where you've been, isn't it? Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. That's 4 o'clock in the morning, wondering why everything's gone, you know, to lula up. And that's what took you down this path of sort of reparenting. And this is the Knight. Oh God, this is the Knight of Swords. You can go into that. You've got, it's not the Eight of Swords. You've got all your progress. It's not very firmed up yet, is it? Because it's almost like you've got bravado, not confidence at the moment, because bravado is very brittle. It's got to bed down into confidence. And so actually what you've done, the process you've been through, it still hasn't quite bedded down yet. You're still not quite hunky-dory with it. Is that about right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's just time then. It's getting used to the new normal. Yeah. And I'm sorry you had to. You've obviously uncovered a couple of uncomfortable things. But I hope the new foundations that you've found provide a much better sort of springboard for the future. But you've done the hard work, haven't you? Because you knew you couldn't carry on like that. Oh God, look, there you go, Queen of Cups. There you go. You couldn't get to the Queen of Cups. It was until you did this work that was beyond your reach. It was impossible. Oh, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, because you had to go backwards, then take your own destiny in your hands, and sort of it's you and upstairs, or you and your faith. Not you weren't given a fair childhood. You know, it's almost like going to the Greyhound track, and there's a dog called Lightning, which you shouldn't never put your money on a dog called Lightning anyway. But somebody slept with him a Valiant. You know, it's like knobbling the the favourite. I hope you found out why. Because until you get older, you don't realise that you got the Four of Swords here. Stability. There might not be much stability in your childhood. So you wouldn't have had a good role model. So maybe money's been an issue. Money and actually love, 2 of Cups. So you've got the card for self-love and actually keeping relationships going. But it might have been, you probably didn't have a good role model for relationships. And you needed to change your relationship with money for certain. Because it's all been disruptive. Yeah? Yeah. But actually what you found out now is you found a 6 of Swords. You found a 6 of Swords. You found a safe way through by going backwards. By reparenting yourself. And actually finding out other avenues that are applicable to you in your life, because you weren't given the right template for you. If you've got elder siblings, maybe sort of carbon copied into them. Your parents didn't have time to actually then go, well, he's different or she's different. You got somebody, you were wearing somebody else's clothes. Oh look, there you go. Ace of Swords, that's the goddamn truth, isn't it? Well, you want to say, okay, enough of that. So, no more teardrops, 5 of Cups, no more teardrops. Off to the races, Chariot. Yep.
They gave me a template. Illumination.
I'm sorry to hear that, because nobody deserves that. But you, I don't know what age you are, I don't know where you live, I don't know even what gender you are, but you have done the right, instinctively, you knew the right thing to do. You obviously followed a tweak, and actually what it's led you right back to is this tweak. So you must, I don't know if you found a faith in something, it doesn't have to be, doesn't matter what religion, but a faith in something. From maybe having no hope and no faith in anything, you found a faith in something, yeah? Even if it's yourself. But it's almost, that was the trigger here, and you went on this path around it, and it's ended up back at that trigger. And you say, "Oh, thank you very much," wherever you got the trigger from. Yeah. So, and a lot of this is to do with truth and love. Truth, love, and stability. Yeah. I mean, the only ones you've got here is what comes from stability. You know, the 4 of Wands. The stability comes from love. It's been a very emotional time. So, yeah, no wonder it's taken 2 years.
Really enjoyed this. Just give me a template for illumination.
Well, thank you, because you're giving me enough. Obviously, I'm not asking you any questions. You're not putting your business out here. So, on this is how I do my readings, on this kind of basis where people don't expose themselves, if you see what I mean. But a little bit of that's maybe yeah. Do you want to go further? I'm happy to go on if you want to. Let's see what else. Because it's almost like that's where that's sort of then up to now. Do you want to see? Okay, let's put them back. Let's see how we go forwards with this. I'm guessing you're American. Let's just get what you wanted out of the way first. Your, whatever it was that you're looking to land, is it going to be between 1 and 10? Because
they say I am, but I'm not sure to what.
I missed that. What did I say? Things I talk a million miles an hour and I think twice as fast. So I've often forgotten what I said before anybody else answered. You asked about a day when something was going to hit. Is it going to be between 1 and 10? Because obviously I don't know whether to get 2 cards out or 1. Asked if you were married. I didn't ask if you were married, did I? You proposing to me? Go on then, I do. Where do you want me? Which church? A month. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's ask a pendulum. Bear with me 1 second. I'll nip to the loo very quickly.
Right. So, days just sounds like tomorrow. Days just
Okay, so this is this one. Okay. So, which way around is yes? 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 Okay. So, okay. Days, weeks, months. Okay. Days, weeks, months. Which should we ask for? Days, weeks, or months? 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 Should we be looking for weeks then? Should we be looking for weeks? Oh, there you go. So it's weeks, yeah. So let's go for weeks then. You've either got 0, so it's going to happen within a week, or 1 week, as it sat there, or you could turn that into 12 weeks. But so that's what sat out there. That's what didn't want to go. Oh, tell me. So I mean I don't know. Only you will know this. So within a week, 1 to 2 weeks. Would that be realistic? I mean, within a week, you said something about tomorrow. I don't know. Have you ever done pendulum stuff before? Okay. I'll just take the one off the bottom. Been waiting my whole life. For what? What, to have a pendulum done?
It scared the crap out of me.
What, the pendulum? I got 6. Oh, I got 6 or 1. Pendulum? It's only energy. Okay. Okay. If you think about your heart as the pump, yeah, the engine, it sends blood around. The blood moves around, but the energy continues. So actually, we're all leaking energy all day long. If you create a circuit like that and put a suspended item there, it's just going off your energy. I mean, okay. I mean, what I'll do, let's talk a minute. I mean, you'll see that I'm not moving my hand. That will literally, it's almost like perpetual motion. I'm not doing anything. That will just go round and round and round and round. So as long as my heart is pumping, if I've got one, that will just keep going round and round and round on my vibe. Yeah. So I mean, boom, 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 boom. I'm not doing anything.
Tried a few times. I was in a very odd space doing it.
Yeah, a lot of people try pendulums when they're on drugs for the first time because it's really trippy. You said trippy, didn't you? If you, I don't know if you've done the rods when you walk over stuff and then you go over water. It's like shit. What the hell happened there? I'm just going to chuck some coffee over. It'll be 2 seconds. Are you going to propose to somebody? Is that what this is about? This is about proposal. Are you happy to carry on with this deck? Oh, hello. Where are you going to live? Double. That's why it's a cup thing, yeah? Okay. High Priestess. Are you the High Priestess or are they the High Priestess? Are you both High Priestess? Double High Priestess. Do you want to carry on with this deck, or would you rather carry on with a different deck? You could do light seers. What do you fancy? Yes, no, I'll carry on with that one if you want.
I like the one you had.
Okay. Let's do this one. If we need to go again, we'll go that one. Okay. This is the Shimmering Veil deck. Oh, that's that's Shimmering Veil. Fantastic deck. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, you burnt. Yes, that's the death card. You've really moved on. I mean, you've burnt some. We were talking about burning bridges. Yeah. There we go. Okay. No. So Scorpio. Bugger. Need to put that in. So you've had this transformation then, which we knew. So that's the link. That's the link back to the last lot then. Yeah. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. See, let's do it that way, right? You're not holding on to what Four of Pentacles about holding on to shit. So you've let it go. I mean, look, it's almost like an angel or something flying over something. You decide to take the inverse meaning of this. It has to be really after that because you're not really holding on to anything. So you've let go of what just doesn't serve you. Well done you. This is the Knight of Swords. The W means warrior. It doesn't look like a K, you see what I mean? So it's, that's in sort of lickety split timing. Ah, I'll take those two together. You got your boundaries up nicely though. Yeah. It's very nice to shuffle as well. And it's yeah, a normal sized tarot deck is that one. It's just that bit bigger. It's more like an oracle card size. It's quite cardy. They're substantial. So, Knight of Swords. Are you quick? Are you feeling slightly defensive at the moment? Because the Seven of Wands is about barriers and boundaries and stuff like that. So are you a little bit on the defensive at the moment if anybody tap dances on any raw nerves? Looking at what happened before, it's still got to bed down a bit. It's still a little bit raw. So are you a bit quick to react at the moment? Especially from people who you really don't want to speak to anymore. I thought I burnt that bridge. Yeah? Okay. There you go. It's just how to change up the energy in between cards. You see, so I would take those two together if that makes sense. Yeah, because then those two definitely make sense. Those two definitely make sense. It's where to slice it. Okay. 5 of Cups. Yeah. So sorry, 5 of Cups. It's. I don't get that from you, you know. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, you don't get that from me. You're not doing that. This massive teardrop. It's the 5 of Cups. It's living in regret and remorse and, oh, that's so unfair to me. You didn't do that. You went back and you went back to the root and figured out why and where it went wrong. Because actually what it's done, the Emperor, it's empowered you. So you didn't mope about. You actually went and did something about it, and now you've empowered yourself. You're back in control. So this was really worthwhile. Really worthwhile. Only you could have done it, and I'm glad you spent the 2 years doing it, because woof. Yeah, no wonder you want to set fire. I mean, that's a real carry moment, isn't it? You know. Don't pour pig's blood on me in my white frock, thank you very much. And no wonder you've let go of anything and everything. Family, friends, the whole lot. If they're shits, flush them, you know. Let's have one more here, and we'll bring it in. And you've learned how to love. You've learned how to love. You had that card out before. It's a nice rainbow. You got any Sagittarius placements? 2 of Cups. That's Cancer. We're talking about why you didn't get all the bricks to put in the wall, and why you had so many holes in the wall. Well, it's almost like you've bridged, you know, you bridged those gaps yourself. You plugged it with you and self-love. Yeah. Oh, we've got this out again, and you've created the 4 of Wands. You've created your own stability. You've reparented yourself. Yeah. You created your own foundation. You shored up. Those 2 cards are beautiful together. 2 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Stunning. Oh, this is a beautiful card. Page of Wands. Look at that. Ooh. You're in control. It's been an adventure. It's probably one you could have done without, but think how much you've learned. And how much did you just blindly accept that people told you that it's that way because it is, and you've gone back and you've proved them all wrong. You know, well, it might have been there. It doesn't have to be. And like, I shouldn't imagine there's much left unchallenged in your life, is there? A bit like I was saying about the trading. Everything on that chart has to earn its place. If it's not, off it goes. Carry. You know. Well, this isn't. Well, you had the Star card. What an exciting reset this is, though. I mean, I've done something very similar. I haven't got any family left at all. They didn't want to talk to me. It was confusing at the time, very lonely, and I spent a lot of my time in my life alone because I chose to do it alone. And but very seldom have I crossed the border into loneliness. But this was very lonely because there was nobody. There were some other massive things happening, and I had nobody to talk to. And they knew damn well I was at the lowest point in my life, and they kept kicking me and kicking me and kicking me, making it even harder. But I thought, I'm not putting. And I did the boomerang thing a couple of times, back to narc family, just to see if they were still being weird. Because I thought maybe they're just all having a bit of an off patch, you know. So over about 8 months. temporarily, spasmodically, I went back to see if they're still being seen next Tuesdays, and they were. And I thought, well, okay, I don't need this anymore then. Don't darken my doorstep again. Now all of a sudden they want to be in touch with me. No, thank you. Oh, but you haven't heard my side of the story. Your side of the story, what? You didn't want to tell me when it could have helped me. Why do you think I want to know it now? I wouldn't trust you anyway. I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw a grand piano. Fuck off. No. Absolutely not. And that right there is that. It's that. Because of that.
Yeah, 2 of wands, 4. It's 4 of wands, 2 of cups.
And that's not loving somebody else, that is you loving you, both sides of you. And you bridged the gap. So that's half of you, that's the other half of you. You've actually brought the 2 parts of you together. And almost it's these 2 people, they almost look like one person. Yeah. So you join almost like your masculine and your feminine up, and you become sort of rubedo. You've done your philosopher's stone. You've been once around the emerald, philosopher's doodle, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Okay. But this is a massive thing about self-empowerment, and now, bam, boundaries. Yeah, 7 of wands. But I mean, look at all the power and the warmth, and north wind blows, south wind blow. I bring on. I mean, oof, you're at one with nature there, aren't you? Very fuego. Yeah. But actually, I mean, that could be a fire sign with an air. It's almost fire and air. I know. I mean, I'm Sagittarius with an Aquarius moon, so I know that's very much me. Like, but you say you're Capricorn. Oh, there you go, Leo. That's doing the right thing at the right time. Instinctively doing the right thing at the right time. What's happening is that this person's putting their hand in the lion's mouth. Well, do you learn how to put your hand in the lion's mouth, or do you learn when to put your hand in the lion's mouth? Well, when is better, really, isn't it? And when's the best time to put your hand in the lion's mouth? Well, after you've fed it, so it's not hungry. So, people don't. This is like a snapshot of you doing it, but people don't see that you fed it. Maybe slipped it a Valium half an hour ago, so it's a bit docile. It's not going to snap your hand off. So it's doing the homework beforehand, which is what you've done to create your own future, create your possibilities, opportunities, probabilities of success. So you create your own luck, but people don't see that. People don't see the hard work. They just see you being successful, doing the right thing at the right time. Yeah. And then that's when the jealousy kicks in. Go, aren't they lucky? And the jealousy, you haven't seen the blood, sweat and tears I went through to do this. Why don't you do some homework? Why don't you get back and check why you're such an arsehole? And maybe then you can stop it. But in the meantime, get off my patch. Yeah. Is this? Oh, amazing! Oh, cool. You were. I hope this is accurate. Wow. Are you a Leo then? Are you really a Leo, not a Capricorn? No? How do you like your meat? Wow. You're a Leo? Huh? Are you a Leo? Me too. Tigers are fire signs. In the wild unknown, tigers are in the fire sign category. Bring the book. Where's the book? Here we go, hang on. And this one, the animal spirit deck. Tiger. Tiger. Oh, tiger. In the far side. Yeah, absolutely. Tiger. But that's obviously fire. Tiger. Lunar force, ease in darkness, feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night. So, what this... Maybe you haven't got a wardrobe full of Cavalli, have you? So obviously this carry thing and actually letting go of what... Because obviously, if this person had their arms full, they wouldn't be able to fly, would they? So they've actually dropped what doesn't mean anything, and they've elevated. And now they've risen above the crap, you know? So by doing that, maybe what you need to do is, you know, the last thing about boundaries is change. If people are used to going ding dong, and pressing your buttons for a reaction, and you're still a little bit too quick to react, either don't let them have your number anymore, change your number, or you've got to change your buttons. Yeah. And so here you got the King of Pentacles. So that's, I mean, you've got the Emperor already. You can't get the Emperor again. So the next thing, basically, this is about re-empowering yourself. Yeah? I'm guessing that's all the diamonds, all sort of stuff there. Still squishy. Yeah, but you will be, because you've just been through a rebirth. You know, your shell won't be, if you're a crab, your shell won't be hard enough yet. So stay away from people who can trigger you at the moment. Otherwise, they'll beat you back into where you were before. You've got to give your shell time to harden. If you think about nature programs, all those young born, you know, it's about the birth cycle in the nature. The mother stays with the young until they're old enough to do stuff by themselves. You've just reparented yourself after a reset. See, but you haven't got somebody else to mind you whilst you're teaching yourself how to hunt again, type thing. So you've got to be sort of the cub and the mother, the protective mother at the same time here. So stay away from anybody who triggers you. You know, until that shell hardens. You must do. Otherwise, all this hard work could easily become undone. That's why you're a little bit sensitive at the moment. Okay. So what's going to bridge this? Well, thank you for the feedback, because you know I don't know that you know, when you do these things and you just palm it out there and you don't get the feedback, you don't know if you're hitting the right people. But I know that I can link in with people quite deeply, even long distance through a screen. I know that I can pick up on people's what's-its, but respectfully not go too close into their energy without their say-so. I can pick up on what's around them.
It's a curse.
There you go, what's this one? Ooh, you did it again. You got the Hierophant again. You got the Hierophant again. You got the Hierophant, the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles. Whoa. Hello. Oh, the Z+2. Hello. Hello. Wow. And the Strength card. Whoa. That was on there, wasn't it? Whoa, who are you? Who are you? This is lovely. Well done, you. Does this involve? Some faith-based thing as well? Whatever faith structure it is, a belief system. Does it believe it almost like a resurgence of a belief in something, whether it's just yourself? I mean, because it's bigger than you, something bigger than you. But whatever it is, you got the power boys out. I mean, the Hierophant, the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles. You got the top three honchos out here. You had the Magician before as well, didn't you? Well, he's... People underestimate the Magician, but if you think about, you know, a parade going through a town, but it's almost like for a parade to be successful, you've got to start off with a big hitter, haven't you? Well, that's the magician. Who's going to lead the parade? Or the magician? Because the fool's not going to do it. The fool's almost like driving the cab. The magician's the big one out the front. So, and see, you got to start with a bit of sparkle, haven't you? So, but people think, oh, the Hierophant, the Emperor, they're the big hitters. Well, no, the magician's a massive great hitter, but he does. He almost sort of doesn't get noticed so much for the power of it. But there's no point in starting a parade with a wet fart. Do you know what? Excuse my French, but you know what I mean? I shouldn't have said that like that. I don't care. What time is it? 7 o'clock in the morning. I can do what I like. No sleep. What have we got here? Oh, look, King of Wands. Sagittarius. Oh, you got the King of Wands and the Page of Wands. And the Emperor. Fire. Fuego. Right next to Leo. What's going on here? What fire placements have we got? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. Cool. For the ground. Oh, you got 2. 6 of Cups. Is it the 6 of Pentacles? Chariot. Cool. You're off to the races. Oh, look, here you go. Magician. We were just talking about Magician, weren't we? Let's get him out again. Magician. We were just saying, I mean, if you get his best foot forward, start off with a Magician. There you go. Boom. Now you've got all the big guys out. Okay. I always think this is a little bit like, you know, the story of Jonah and the whale, where, or like the adventure of Baron Munchausen, where somebody gets swallowed by a whale, and you cause such an irritation in the whale's stomach that they have to sort of like and get rid of you. It's almost like light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, yeah, I made it, woo, you know, spat out through the blowhole. So, and it's the 6 of Wands. It's success. So it's the light at the end of the tunnel. So you've done bloody well. Really bloody well. Well done. And what better way to celebrate it than the King of Wands? Yeah? Hello. Good for you. The Page of Pentacles. News about abundance. Well, I don't think this is not so much news, is it? If you burnt plenty of bridges, this is going to be like a feeling about abundance. See, you've got the King of Pentacles. You've got the King of Pentacles anyway. So you've got the you've got the Page of Pentacles in between the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So that's more down here then, isn't it? So what's down here? Because you can't get higher than that. So what's down here? Of course. Well, the 6 of Pentacles. You were trying to find out how that tap was working. So you found out how to work the tap for yourself. That's more of a discovery thing. So now you're turning the tap on full for yourself. You've got the 2 kings, the Hierophant and the Magician and the Emperor. You're in control. Yeah. Big cat. Yeah. In Chariot, you're off to the races because you managed to hold all this shit together all this time. Yeah. Yeah. Floor it. And then see what magic you can't achieve. There's nothing you can't do. Now that you've got, because you always felt like you were missing something before. You felt like, you know, somebody hadn't told you the punchline of the joke. Well, now you went right and you realise it wasn't a very funny joke in the first place. And all those people were just laughing. Nobody understood the joke. Yeah? And actually, nobody understood the joke. It wasn't even a joke. It was somebody who called themselves a comedian coming out with some shit line, and everybody laughed because they didn't want to look like the only person who wasn't laughing, but you stood there and went, well, that's not fucking funny. So you went back to find out why it wasn't funny. You found it wasn't a joke in the first place, and he's not a comedian. And actually, now you're the one laughing, making your own jokes up. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So is that saying 40 years of looking for what was with? Yeah. Exactly. Well, 2 years over 40, good investment. Yeah. And don't let anybody tell you there's too much smoke from that fire. Fuck them. Yeah. They shouldn't have put so much shit in the to burn pile for you, should they? You know, it's your decision. Your decision. So there you go. Magic. The only thing that's stopping you now is how much magic you want to make. Yeah? You're off to the races. You really are. And there's yin and yang, black and white, Huey and Dewey, Cagney and Lacey, whatever you want to call it. Ren and Stimpy. Whatever you want. Whatever you want it to be. Because, I mean, this is beautiful. Here, the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Magician, King of Wands, and the Strength card, and the Chariot. Hello. But actually, you could trade all that in for some love and some stability. You know, those are all the biggies. And being successful at the endeavour that you set out to is self-discovery. And you have the cojones to actually do it. Well done. Beautiful. Thank you for letting me play around. Is there anything else? Anything else we can tap into? Anything else you want to look at? Thank you. That's Is there anything else?
I'm gonna find you.
I'm glad you found me too. How did you find me? A little blue. So is there anything else? Oh look, Queen of Wands. Hello.
I better not press my little. Okay.
Queen of Wands. I just hope you've got some bag and shoes to match that belt.
But well, it's funny you say that.
What? Funny I say what? Oh, what did I say? I've forgotten now because I've moved on to that in my head. What do you do for work?
A friend and I were talking about some trading techniques, and you heard the call. So.
Oh, lovely. It's a long time since I put a trade on.
Okay.
Oh, you okay. Fingering a few pies then, huh? So whereabouts in the States are you? What time zone are you in?
Mainly driver.
Okay, cool. Mainly. That's almost Libra and opaque, isn't it? Kind of this, but I'm not going to tell you. I mean, yeah, I do. I've got legs. 4 of them. I'm a Sagittarius. Yeah, here we go. You got the fucking Hierophant card again. 7 of Swords. Moving in silent. You're being very cagey about something, aren't you? You're not telling the full story. Oh, hey. What are you up to? Oh, you got the boundaries. Hang on, what's with these boundaries? No, they're pentacles. You're going to surprise somebody, aren't you? With something. Right, 8 of Wands. Yeah, you move around 8 of Wands. Yeah. Have you got someone's heart in your hand? This. You're going to do a surprise proposal on somebody, aren't you? Are you? You're not somebody to marry you. Are you? Is that what this is? Looks like it. I'm not going to get the pendulum out because
You might have to.
Oh look, it's coming out again. 9 of Pentacles. Twice. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. That's a Virgo, isn't it? Well, you haven't got somebody pregnant, have you? Oh, love it. Unless it's the irresistible force and you're the immovable object. But you said you move around a bit, so maybe you're the irresistible force then. Oh, that's good. That's relief, isn't it? At least you're not paddling your canoe in pregnancy waters. Some mister I move around a bit. Are you coastal or are you mid? Are you flyover states or are you coastal?
You're doing well.
Am I? L.A. Ice Mellow. Hi, L.A. Ice Mellow. How you doing? L.A. Ice Mellow. You smell it. Oh, you see, this is you until you read things out like that. I smell it. Well, is that what it's supposed to mean? So when I was at boarding school, we used to say to the matron, say Nispy lots of times really quickly out loud. Go on, matron. Go. She go Nispy, right in front of like the vicar. She never got it. So it's when you read people's screen names, like, you think, oh, hang about, does that mean something rude in like Swahili? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's like. You got the fucking Hierophant again. You're not a vicar, are you? More tea, vicar. How have you done that again? That's the fourth time, isn't it? You got the 6 of Wands out again. Who are you? Who? Hierophant, let's get that. That's one away from there. That's one away from the wedding. Why is everyone taking their messages back now? Right? Go over there. There, what's that one? Oh, look, there you go. Got that again. So that's confirming that you've done a damn good job then. Yeah? Especially with the Hierophant. Wow. Do you do any work LinkedIn? Do you do any sort of... Look, you got that again. You got the Page of Wands again. So obviously this is no mistake. So this is the thing that it's just whatever changes you've made, keep making those changes, keep reinforcing those changes, which is why you might be a little bit sensitive. It's just getting it all bedded down, isn't it? There you go, look. Ace of Wands. Is that beautiful red? Ace of Wands. Cool. Oh, look. I better cover this up just because you're in America. Little Tiziana there. They've got the Empress. Yeah. Well, that's a lovely card, isn't it? 3 of Wands. There you go. That's a Yorkshire word. I'm from Yorkshire. What are you talking about Yorkshire for then? Eh? So are you in flyover states? You're on the coast. Or are you in Yorkshire? What do you got now? I just saw that. Hermit. You're coming out of Hermit mode, aren't you? After 2 years. Yeah. There's somebody. Yes, there is. There's somebody. Ooh, 9 of Wands. You remind me of somebody. The way you go. That's loyalty, dedication, giving your word to something. You might get taken advantage of from time to time, but at least people trust you. Or you are trustworthy. You know. You know, it's like Hiroshima. I said I'd meet you under the clock at 10 o'clock. Hiroshima's happened, but I'm still here. You're late. Sushi's a little crisp. Yeah. It would have been all right if you were. Sorry, I should talk about that, but there you go. Here's what you got here then. There we go. Ooh. There you go, 9 of Cups again. Again. Yeah, I probably would. As long as it didn't smell of seaweed, I probably would, wouldn't you? Yeah, there was somebody, who was it the other day, said that they were, oh look, 8 of Wands. Hello. That's my birthday card, in case you didn't know. Nice card, isn't it? Might get my wedding dress that colour. Oh, the moon. Oh, yeah, I've been mysterious, haven't you? I've got the drug dealers throwing out downstairs. Skills. There's all this mystery about. What are you cloaking? You've got it again. Knight of Wands. It does look like a cake in the wind. No, cake in the wind. Wedding cake. So that's slightly scatterbrained, isn't it? Oh, one night stand, one night stand. But you told me you love me. Yeah, that was then, this is now. See ya. Leave the money on the side. What have we got here? Oh! Not my first time at the radio. Oh, you're that again. High Priestess again. No, it was a YouTube reader. That's who it was. Who has been on a 2-year journey of very self-indulgent. It's very self-indulgent. I can't speak. Maybe I shouldn't say that. A beautiful amount of
navel gazing. I think they're just about to knock 40. Wonder what the similarities would be with that then. Oh, 2 of Pentacles. Seven of Swords, moving silence. Very interesting young lady she is. But she's an Aries. Good fire sign. Hey, she's American. Burn the candle in the window, isn't it? Ooh, there you got Stephen. So what's the temptation? Ooh. You don't want that. Hangman. Isn't that a beautiful Hangman card? It's lovely. Ugh, you don't want that crap. Yeah, judgment. Star card. Yeah, star card out again. Aquarius moon. You can't see. You know what I'm saying? Oh, beautiful. Isn't that lovely? If you actually put these 3 cards together. That's the world card. I'm spinning around. Just about to go back to the beginning again. Isn't it? That just puts you in your place in the cosmos, doesn't it? I've reached the end, thank God. Can my Mars bar, my aluminium wrap now, please? I'm cold. I've hit the wall. But that and that. Oh, quite cosmic, aren't they? Cosmic. Ooh. 4 of Cups. 3 of Cups. 8 of Cups. This is what's happening there. What else can we do? I'm enjoying this. DVD, like a bestiality card. Look, Queen of Wands again. Ace of Cups. You keep getting all these 4 of Cups. Oh, that's what you want. You can't. Whatever this is, can't come soon enough for you, can it? Hello, Call of Duty. How you doing? How you diddling? Let's put all this to one side. How long have we been on for? My God, I've been on for an hour and a half, hasn't it? Where am I from, or where am I? Where are you? Does it matter? Can't you tell by my southern drawl? Y'all. Has that got anything to do with either Capricorn or day trading? No. But where are you from, though? Tell me where you're from. Or shall I map down and find out? Let's find out where you're from. Oh, wow. Isn't that amazing? The 3 cards that I spoke about before, they just come hurtling out again. Those 3. Those exactly. Oh, and the Judgment card, too. Let's better split them up, haven't we? So can't come out again. Right, well, if nobody's got any questions, I'm going to knock this on the head because that's weird shit happens. Well, listen, it's been fun. Thank you for letting me play in your cards. If you want to message me, the email address should be on the about thingy, or put a message in the WhatsApp. The email address is VIBYNHI, so VIBYNHI, VIBYNHI @gmail.com.
Okay. Because I keep getting hacked by my weird neighbours, so just keep doing if you want to. Alrighty, or just do a subscribe and then send me a message. I had fun as well. Thanks, I'll give you a shout. Yeah, I look forward to it. Good luck with whatever your predicament is, and I wish you every success. And I hope they say yes. I'm sure they will. Good. Vickers, take care. Thanks for letting me play you. So, just so you know, I'm going to close down the energy for this. Gone. So you're safe. We're all safe. Portal closed and all that stuff. Yeah? There's a thing. Let's just have a top up sprinkles. Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay, that's done. Yeah, take care. Oh, but well done. Well done with that investigation, coming to terms with what you found, and then coming out the other side of it. Obviously, much healthier and feeling much more complete than when you went into it. Well done, you. That takes a lot of oomph, because I bet you didn't have anybody holding your hand at all at any point of that. So well done, you. Okay. Take care.